Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Deck Profile with me, Yakito Swiftly. So today we're just going to go and try and do ourselves a deck profile from the last opening, which was, if you can see, we're going to do Crystal Beasts. So the next couple of videos, possibly in terms of like not market watch content, will be for Season 1. Now, I'd say now I didn't pull any Rainbow Bridges, otherwise it would be in the deck profile. They are just a +1. Well, essentially it's a 1-for-1. So you obviously you draw a card, play the card, you draw a card. So it's a minus in the deck, which is obviously good. From what I can tell, the deck doesn't really have any consistency issues in terms of like getting cards out. It's just the fact of actually doing something with those cards. We are only playing cards from the actual opening, as that's what I have. Because I did say I would be playing Rainbow Bridge if I had it. We will be playing the, if you can see it, we will be playing with the only copy of Rainbow Over Dragon. Yeah, in all fairness though, it is going to be quite a basic deck. It's got like no synchro, it's got no XYZs, it's got no links. I will at the end though go through this and I will actually put like a workable extra deck for this, but obviously as we only pulled one boss-esque monster from the whole thing, it's the only thing we can use. Otherwise I'd put like, say, hey, let's throw Neos in here, we can have an elemental hero, Rainbow Neos, because that's a really good card. Obviously you have to buy it and stuff, but I do have a copy or two available here. It's a shame that Rainbow Neos wasn't actually in this set. But yeah, let's go into the video. Let's have a quick look at what's in the deck. Me and the wife will be playing through this tonight, so in tomorrow's video I can hopefully just go through this and say, hey look, my missus beat my ass 3-1. Or hey look, the missus threw a chair at me because this deck was really good at just filling the board out and she was upset by that. But yeah, we'll see you in the video. Right then guys, so this is going to just show a quick Crystal Beast. It's just a basic one. It's not like a competitive meta defining, destroying people's souls kind of deck. So you're going to play 3 Crystal Beast Ruby Carbuncle 1. It's a Carbuncle. If anyone knows me, I love me Final Fantasy. Carbuncle be me little pet rat and flying around everywhere. So the idea for this guy is you put them on the board. If you've got any back row, as you probably should know with the Crystal Beasts, if they die during battle or from a card effect, they can be placed in the spell and trap code as a continuous spell and trap card. They don't have any effects as far as I'm aware in terms of anything that I've been reading anyway. But it synergizes more with like the spell and traps within the deck. Carbuncle then goes, no you don't, and puts them back onto the field. Then we go 3 of Crystal Beast Sapphire Pegasus, which has the effect of when this card is summoned, you can place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your hand, deck or graveyard face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. If this face up card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place it face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell instead of sending it to the graveyard. So they all have the second effect of basically, hey, you just go into the graveyard now. I'm going to play 2 tortoises, and the only reason I'm playing 2 of the rest of these is essentially I want to have enough monsters to be able to do sort of the end game things, which is pump out either Rainbow Dragon or Dark Rainbow Dragon. Once per turn, you can target 1 monster you control that attacked this turn, change the target to defense position. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, you can place it in the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. Again, secondary effects are all the same. Then I'm going to play 2 Cobalt Eagles. Once per turn, you can target 1 Crystal Beast card you control. Place that target on top of your deck. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, again, place it in your spell and trap card as a continuous spell. Crystal Beast Mammoth Amber. When another Crystal Beast monster you control is targeted for an attack, you can change the attack target to this card. If this face-up card is destroyed in a monster zone, again, you can put it in the spell and trap zone. Crystal Beast Topaz Tiger, he's technically your 4-star attacker. If this card attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 400 attack during the damage step only. If this face-up card is destroyed, you put it in the spell and trap zone. And then finally for our Crystal Beast monsters, Crystal Beast Amethyst Cat. This card can attack your opponent directly, but when you do, halve its battle damage. If this card is destroyed in the monster zone, it can be put as a spell, continuous spell. And then we have 2 Rainbow Dragons. This card is always treated as the ultimate crystal card. Cannot be normal or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by having 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names on your field and or in graveyard. This card cannot activate the following effects the turn it is special summoned. Quick effect. You can send 1 Crystal Beast. Oh, let's see if we can get closer for you guys. No, focus, I'm sorry. You can send 1 Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard. This card gains 100 attack for each monster sent to your graveyard. You can banish all Crystal Beast monsters from your graveyard, shuffle all cards on the field into your deck. So, yeah. We kind of shuffle back in. And then we're playing 1 Rainbow Dark Dragon. So it works the same as the one, it's still classed as an ultimate crystal card. Cannot be normal, summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by banishing 7 dark monsters with different names from your graveyard. You can banish all other dark monsters from your field and graveyard. This card gains 500 attack for each card banished this way. Now you're thinking, there's no dark monsters in this deck. You're correct, there isn't. That's because Rainbow Dark Dragon has a field card, which we'll get to later. So, you're going to play 1 Crystal Abundance, send 4 Crystal Beast cards from your spell and trap zone to the graveyard. Send as many cards from the field as possible to the graveyard. Then, we shall summon summon as many Crystal Beast monsters as possible from your graveyard, up to the number of cards sent from your opponent's field to the graveyard by the card effect. So, this is essentially a black hole. Sorry, dark hole. Well, here you go. I've now erased 4 Crystal Beasts. I've now erased all my opponent's cards. Here to send away 7 cards. And now I can summon 7 Crystal Beasts. We play 3 Crystal Bonds. So, Crystal Bonds. Add 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck to your hand. And place 1 Crystal Beast monster with a different name from your deck face up on the spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. You can only activate the effect of Crystal Bonds once per turn. So, it's just double draw. You're fine. We're only playing 2 rare values. In all fairness, I would play 3 of these, but I'm going to try and keep this a 40 card deck variant. If you control 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap zone, your opponent chooses 1 Crystal Beast card in your spell and trap zone. You can send it to the graveyard, and if you do, you draw 2 cards. There you go. Costs you 2 cards, and you get 2 cards back. It's not terrible. Crystal Release. We're playing 1 of these. Equip only to a Crystal Beast monster. It gains 800 attack. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can place 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck face up in your spell and trap zone as a continuous spell trap. So as you can see, this deck's basically just trying to constantly fish out and push out your Crystal Beasts, which is obviously good for constant generation of monsters. Crystal Beacon. Playing 1 of. Special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You must have 2 or more Crystal Beast cards in your spell or trap zone to activate and resolve this effect. So yeah, so obviously, you got say you got 2 Pegasus in your spell and trap zone. Play this card. You can then get 1 out. You play your Carbuncle. Carbuncle comes out. Oh, look at that! Now you can put these on the field too. As you can see, though, it's not all that great. The only thing I'd say I wish is that if Crystal Beast in the future, if they ever got support, you'd get a tuner monster, just so you could start looking at maybe a Synchro variant, as obviously Synchros are very good right now. Play 1 Advanced Dark. All Crystal Beast monsters on the field and in the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate crystal monster attacks, negate the effect of the attack during the battle phase. During damage calculation, if a Crystal Beast monster you control battles and you would take damage, you can send 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard. You take no battle damage from the battle. It's not a bad card. Play 1 Ancient City, Rainbow Ruins. I would say that if we could, I would play a Terraforming in this, obviously just to search these out. I don't really know if you want to play maybe 2 of these, just 1 of these. If you're only really using the Advanced Dark just to convert the monsters into Dark types, just so you can then fish out for your Dark Rainbow Dragon. So, the Ancient City is based on how many cards you have in your spell and trap. As it is a field spell, it obviously doesn't affect your back row cards. So, Ancient City Rainbow Ruins. You must have as many Crystal Beast cards in your spell and trap zone to activate and resolve effectively. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects unless if you have 1 or more. 2 or more. Once per turn, including the opponent, you can halve the battle damage you take. I mean, I don't dislike not being murdered. 3+. When a spell/trap card is activated, you can send 1 Crystal Beast monster you control to the graveyard. Negate the activation, and if you do, destroy it. So, You know, free. It's not necessarily a free negate, but obviously if you've got say 4 or you've got 5 in the back and you want to put one anyway into the back row, you play that, negated, done. Keep going. 4+. Once per turn during your main phase, you can draw 1 card. Hey, draw, activate main. Well, go to main phase, draw again. There you go, extra draw. This deck is really good at just drawing cards. As a 40 deck variant, I think we have like, I want to say 6 cards, or at least 6 cards that can actually continually draw spells for you. No, not draw spells, but draw cards, as well as a lot of the deck actually just drawing out monsters from your deck. So you can think your deck very quickly in this. In all fairness, as I said, when we get to the end, when we do the extra deck, we will be looking at cards that would fit in this archetype very well. Crystal Blessing. You play 2 of these. Target up to 2 Crystal Beast monsters in your graveyard. Place those targets face up in your spell and trap zone as continuous spells. Again, you play this, you get it out. This activates some of the other cards here. You can then start continuing off. Yeah, you can then start continuing on your plays as obviously these activate the effects of other cards. Play 2 Crystal Trees. I don't have to play one of these or play 2 of these, or maybe 3. Each time a Crystal Beast monster is placed in either player's spell and trap zone, place 1 crystal counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard. Take a number of Crystal Beast monsters sent from the deck equal to the number of crystal counters that were put onto this card and place them face up in the spell and trap zone as continuous spells. So yeah, obviously early in the game you want to put this down and you go, okay, what do I need to do? Notice that I've only got like a carbuncle in hand. That's going to be my normal summon for this turn. But you've got like 2 or 3 already here and you're thinking, okay, I'm going to send this off. I've now got 2 here. I'm going to activate this, get 2 more cards. You've now got 4 cards in your back row. You play your carbuncle. Carbuncle now pushes out those 4 cards in the back. You've now got a full 5. And obviously, as I said, if this was a Synchro variant or if this was a anything else, maybe you can try and put 2 more here. You can just flush out your big boss monster, or obviously if it was Synchro, as I said, you really could do with a tuner monster. But yeah, if they could have a tuner monster, and that was in your back there, you probably just spurt out something pretty good, like a let's make the joke of Stardust Dragon. I mean, you know, you'd be thinking of something along like Savage Borrello Dragon. We're going to play 2 Ultimate Crystal Magics. When your Crystal Beast monster is destroyed by battle, you can send 7 Crystal Beast cards with different names from your hand, deck, and or face-up field to the graveyard. So, this is as I was saying. So we only play 3 of Carbuncle and we only play 3 of Pegasus. So there you go. So there's 2 of your monsters. So what you want to do is obviously you want to have at least a few of these in hand or on the field at least. In all fairness, just because this is such a thingy deck, I'd like to actually have more of these cards within the deck just to finish it off. But yeah. So I mean, there's your basic monsters for this deck. And you want 7. So you want 7 different names. So you go, okay. And you go, what have I got here? So I've got Pegasus, a Carbuncle, my Mammoth, my Tortoise, my Crystal Beast, Tiger, me Eagle, and me Cat. Alright. I've got 3 of these in hand. I've got 2 of these as spells. I've got these 2 on the field. There you go. Now you can pull out a good old dragon. So yeah. Try again. He says, crushing all his cards. Different names from your hand, deck, and or face on the field. Summon 1 Ultimate Crystal Fusion monster from your extra deck. So this is basically how we pull out our current boss monster, good old Rainbow Overdrive Dragon, which we'll get back to in the future. But that is essentially how you pull this card out. Easily. If a face-up ultimate crystal monster you control leaves the field because of an opponent's card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard, place a number of crystal beast monsters from your graveyard face up in the spell and trap zone to continue your spells. So yeah, obviously they don't get banished, they just go to the graveyard. If this then in turn, or one of our bigger boss monsters, wherever I've hidden them, so here, so yes, if one of our bigger in-deck monsters gets banished or removed by card effect, that goes away. You can then banish this, that goes over there. You can then bring back 4 of these different ones maybe, as we are running 2 of these. So you know, if you haven't quite got this guy out yet, or maybe got cancelled. The activation got cancelled or whatever. There we go. I always forget how Yu-Gi can be. But yeah, I think it's a really good card. I was planning to play 3 of these, but as I said, I've only got the 1 over Dragon, so it seemed a bit strange to having more than 1 really, but I thought 2 would be better, obviously, because the effect is quite good. And then we go down to Crystal Conclave. Once per turn, if a face-up Crystal Beast monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon 1 Crystal Beast monster from your deck. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard, then target 1 Crystal Beast card you control, and 1 card in the field. Return them to your hand. You can activate the effect of this. You can't activate these effects in the same chain. So, you get your monster, they come back. Obviously, it's a continuous trap spell. Something happens, you go, you know what, sod you. I'm going to remove 1 Crystal Beast, you have to remove a card, and it has to go back into your hand. Which is quite good. I think someone said to me before, I don't know how true this is really good against hand traps, because you have to still obviously play the hand trap, and you go, well actually no, I'm going to remove this card. Do that. Obviously, you know, it's going to be coming back again, but I think it's also going to be, I don't know, I'm confused. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me, I don't know what I'm doing it. Rainbow Path. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, send 1 Crystal Beast card from the spell trap zone to the graveyard. Then target the attacking monster, negating the attack. You can only add 1 Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Power Dragon from your deck to your hand. So yeah, this is obviously the quickest way to get one of our bigger monsters out of the deck, which is obviously why I've only done like 3 and 1. In all fairness, you probably want to do 1 and 1 as well. But yeah, this is a quick way of getting the big boys out. So that's it for the main deck. Let's go to the... So for the extra deck, as I've already said before, we're only going to play Rainbow over Dragon. So anything we currently pulled from this set, I will be putting things up either side that probably would fit into the deck quite well. Obviously, it's a level 3 and level 4 engine-based deck, as well as the 2 big dragons. I think they're level 10. So you could be looking at maybe doing XYZ level 10s. There obviously are quite some good competitive ones around. But for now, we only have the 1 card in our extra deck. So, 7 Crystal Beast monsters. This card is always treated as a ultimate crystal card. It must be either fusion summoned or special summoned by tributing 1 level 10 ultimate crystal monster, which is your which is these bad boys. In which case you do not use the polarization. Obviously, the polarization for us is going to be the ultimate crystal magic. We don't use an actual polymerization in this deck. Once per turn, you can banish 1 Crystal Beast monster from your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to the banished monsters until the end of turn. Quick effect: you contribute this fusion summoned card. Shuffle all cards on the field into the deck. So yeah, just play a start over card. It's a 4,000. Obviously, if you're going to start doing the attack thing, you probably want to get rid of something like Amber Mammoth, just because it's the highest one in the deck. You don't count Tiger as the highest one because his effect doesn't affect. Sorry, the effect isn't affected by this because it's not attacking with the card. So if you've got Mammoth, you want to obviously send Mammoth to the grave. If you've got only Tiger left, you want to send Tiger to the grave, not banish. And then yeah, that's the deck profile. I know it's not the greatest. I know it's a bit quick and savvy. It's not going to be competitive. It's just a fun little deck that you might take to your friends, or you might go play your locals just for the fun of it. But that's it, guys. This is all the deck. This is a 41 card deck, including the one for the extras monster deck. But as I said, I'll put up cards around the edges while we're going through this, hopefully to help fill out that deck. If you want something more competitive, we can have a look at what we can do. Obviously, add like hand traps and such to this deck. But that's it for now. This is more of just a fun theme type deck. So thank you for watching. Have a great day and peace out. See you guys next time. Goodbye.